Hello, everybody, and welcome again to Fates Foretold. Curse of Strahd, Terra, session 14.
14. It's a 14.
14.
One of those two, depending on if we count the beach episode.
It was a real episode.
It was a real
Was it
episode.
OVA?
Danny wasn't there.
It
It
was
wasn't
an
on a
OVA.
Saturday. Doesn't count.
Yep.
14.
And yet he's not here again. So yes, we are missing our lush
R.I.P.
pirate.
Danny.
But
Why is lush the word you chose?
because it's a great word. I like the
I'd
word.
go
lush.
luscious, maybe.
I don't
No,
think
like
there's
for an
a word for
alcoholic.
Lush.
Lush. Lush is like an alcoholic.
Oh, okay. Okay, makes sense. Captain
I
Morgan
said the
Smith,
word I meant to say, okay? Last time.
R.I.P. Captain Morgan.
R.I.P. Last time R.I.P. the group, as many terrible decisions were made. The party fleeing for their lives from Vallaki. There was a lot of people trying to figure out where to go and what to do, eventually deciding to flee the city and hope that things die down, or at least that they're not as hot. They managed to get everybody together, leaving behind some important people. Though later they managed to get someone to go and take care of a few loose ends within the town. Eventually breaking their way through the guards, through the southern gate of the city. Just before they managed to escape, the captain of the guard, Izek Strasny, confronted them, only to stop as he seemed to recognize in some way Ireena Koliana, the group's lovely little friend, and a little more for some of them. But distracted long enough for them to escape to the Vistani camp, where they were apparently forewarned of the party's coming and helped them escape at a breakneck pace, heading to the south of Vallaki, eventually winding up the next morning in the ruins of a town called Berez. It was foggy, dilapidated, in the middle of a swamp, but it was safe from the guards of Vallaki. After a little bit of scouting, at which point all that they saw that showed any sign of life were a number of scarecrows around the town, which upset some of them, but didn't seem to attack them or anything. And discussing their next plans, they decided that they would decide on the way to Vallaki what exactly they would plan to do from then on. The group seeming split halfway between going in and overthrowing the Baron, who has apparently been making some not so nice things within the Reformation Center. I did skip over that part that Clara, that so much happens every time
Prison
that we play.
break. Prison break. Prison.
A little bit of a prison break happened that Clara managed to do before
Speed
the
run.
town had to escape. But the party, half thinking that they should go back to Vallaki, overthrow the Baron, team up with the Lady Wachter, who apparently might be amenable to their cause. And the other half seeming to think that they should just steer clear of Vallaki for the rest of ever, and just never go back. So that is where we will pick up with the town just having seen the echo or ghost of a fight that happened in these valleys, and a spectral dragon flying away and uncovering a castle within the peaks of the valleys of Berez. And you all continue on from there, heading your way back to, at least in the general direction of Vallaki. And as I said, I will leave it to you all to decide what exactly it is you are planning to do from here, because there was no consensus as of the end of last session.
So, I I really do want to go back to Vallaki, but I don't want to get us in trouble we're not ready for. I think maybe before we make a decision, we should lay out all the pieces that we discovered yesterday, see how much knowledge we have, and then go from there. Gents, wasn't there some weird things about the Burgomaster's son or something?
I didn't meet the son.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
you
me.
were with me. God, it's been a weird couple of days.
I believe that was
I,
Reina,
loud
It was-
explosion.
Reina, Ireena, and Aster.
Mhm.
It just seemed like he was mistreating the people in his family.
Yes. Out of character, wasn't there something about like a weird light upstairs in the Burgomaster's
Yes.
house or
Mhm.
something?
There was like
There
a
was
green
rumor
light.
about town, but none of you have seen it. You even
Yeah.
tried to take a quick look out for it one of the nights, but didn't see anything.
You guys remember the rumor we heard about the weird light in the Burgomaster's mansion?
Yes.
Yes.
And coupled with the enchanter, the person that Chance met within the penitentiary, the Reformation Center, excuse me. If
Same
he's
thing,
pulling
kind
the
of.
string, yeah, if he's pulling the strings, perhaps he's manipulating them. Perhaps there is a puppet leadership. Well, of course there's a puppet leadership. The lady that killed me is lurking around that town, but
I don't know if it's the leadership or if it's just a means to an end.
But
But
end
I don't.
could that be?
I don't know. The Burgomaster doesn't seem very smart. He has one goal, and I think this guy may have told him, "Hey, this is how you can do it," and he just went with it.
What do we expect to do with this information? Because unfortunately for us, someone looks at a shy made it so that we are not able to return back to Vallaki. So
We just can't get caught. We're welcomed at the inn, as far as I know. And there's, didn't you say there was someone that is against
Well-
the Burgomaster?
how do you propose we get past the guards?
Then we did see you. They saw us all when we were running. Perhaps we send Ireena with one of us, the stealthiest of us. And we try to. Captain of the guard's name was Isak, right? Isak Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Fuck, I remembered the name. Amazing.
Nice. Good job.
I think if we want to do anything, our way in is with Captain Isak. I think out of anyone, he would be willing to talk to us, but we have to decide what we want to do within the town if we are going to risk going back inside.
I say we don't go back to Vallaki.
We can't just leave those people like that.
We blew it, unfortunately.
We
There's
just blew
there's a
one part
lot
of it.
that's going to have to happen in order for us to get back into that town. So I say we move on for the time being, let it boil over. Perhaps we can return later. We have to go back anyways, unless Victavio is on the move.
I think we talked to the Vistani. They have connections on the inside.
I don't think it's a good idea, Chance. I don't think we need to go back right now. Right after we were just stampeded out of that town. I think it is not a wise move.
Perhaps as long as we make a plan to go back later. There's
We
a
don't
manhunt
have to go back
going-
in, I don't think.
There's a manhunt going on right now. What we need to do is lay low. I'm not abandoning those people either, but I don't want us to get hurt.
I don't think we have to go back in, but we need to send or have someone meet us out here. Maybe you said there's someone in there that's against all of this. That's gathering people to go against the Burgomaster.
There is. It was the
Lady Wachter.
Lady Wachter. There is a resistance within Vallaki. Perhaps, I don't know. We already sent one of the Vistani to retrieve the prisoners I helped and to bring them to her for shelter. So she already knows, hopefully, what would have happened.
We did send somebody, right?
Yeah, we did. The Vistani did.
Yeah,
One of the Vistani.
Lubach
Okay.
pipes up because he's
There.
says
Present.
Then perhaps
yes,
not go back
I,
to Vallaki, but at least get an update on what happened with that. I mean, how long have we been gone?
I sent
Like a
Aragal.
day.
Yes, it's only been
A day.
8
Not even
hours,
been.
10 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I thought it was longer. Okay.
I sent Aragal in to take care of your request, and I assume if this Lady Wachter, and as you instructed him to take the people to her, maybe he might have a message for you from her. Who knows?
I think that is a wise plan. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll stay away from the town proper. We'll go back, see if there's any information, and decide. But it probably isn't a good idea for us to try to get close to Vallaki so soon after that.
Where do we go now?
Yeah, that's my next question. Where do we go?
Ireena, you know this land better than any of us. What do you think we should do?
Currently. Wait, did you say Raina or Arena?
Ireena!
Oh, I just said Ireena.
I thought you said
I
Ireena
think
as well.
Ireena too.
I have an accent.
They're also
What do you
very
think,
similar
Ireena?
names.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, way to go, Jess.
First of all.
It's funny. This is the exact same thing that happened in our Sunday game. We have 2 characters named Talon.
There's Tal 1 and there's Talon.
Oh,
It's too close.
It's
interesting.
too close.
Too close.
But yeah, Ireena and Raina.
Yeah.
So you ask Raina that question.
I know that we are currently heading toward Kresk, which is just another town over. It's not too far from here. We can perhaps lay low in the town, maybe even get some rooms.
Well, at the moment, we're still heading toward the Luna River crossroads. From there, we can decide if you want to go to Kresk. You could go that way, but we're not quite at the crossroads yet.
I think that's a good idea.
Unless we want to go back to Barovia.
We could also that tower on the lake seems fairly well fortified and defensible.
Guys,
That's true.
looking at the prophecy, I know you don't care right now. I'm sorry, but it's a direction.
I care.
It's a direction. In the prophecy we were given, there speaks of a sword of sunlight and a treasure in the house of a saint. Where's there a large holy place here?
Is there
I feel
a
like
church nearby?
it
Well,
sounded
there
like
is St. Andral's Church in Vallaki. Didn't look very much in there.
We went there, right? We went to the church.
We did.
A
We did.
couple of
yeah.
you went there, yeah.
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 And there's the one of the one of the dudes at the church
Yeah.
was like super possessed, like one of the kids at the orphanage.
Milivoj was the young man at the church, and then there was the kid at the orphanage. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking at the map. Chances got her face buried in the map to see what.
The
Is-
house of a saint.
It says
that-
hidden behind the sun. Are all churches dedicated to the Morning Lord?
All the ones within the main towns, as far as I know. I think there. I'm fairly certain there's a church in Kresk as well. I've not been there. It's too far away from Barovia, but I'm sure they have one there.
So I know
Well,
we're
if
not.
we're-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
If we're staying away from Vallaki because they're hunting us down, why don't we check the church in Kresk and then come back if we don't find anything?
Let
Do
things
that.
calm down.
Mm-hmm. And we can still follow the leads we have about.
Also, what is this weird place below Berez? It looks like a town of some sort. Or a castle?
You've asked multiple people about that. None of them know what it is.
Well, we could check out the castle we just passed by with the visions. Argenvolstholt. I don't know if anybody's down for that though.
Wait, which one is that?
This one right here on the
Oh.
map.
Yeah. That manor was rather mysterious.
We could go. I mean, while we're on the road.
I think we need everybody's opinions though. And I look at her shy.
Go back to Vallaki.
We've all agreed that, yeah.
Ireena kind of puts a hand on Ashai's shoulder and is like, I can understand that. It didn't seem like it was a very good place for you. Besides the fact that you were very physically hurt, you didn't seem very mentally well either.
Well, my vote, skirt by Vallaki, see if there's any update. Then head off to Kresk, check the church there, see what they have to say. Lay low.
May I ask another question? It says a wounded elf. We've talked to one, right? About one with dark dreams?
Yes. He
We
was,
talked to a few, I think.
he was
Right, but
trying
one
to...
of them was having dreams.
There's something about his sister.
He was with the Vistani, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, it was the town.
I thought he was the
settled town
guard or something.
that the Vistani were by, right? Like in that little subsection outside of
Yes.
Vallaki. Okay,
Mm.
but they were housed there. They were
Yeah.
not traveling with.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Right.
He said there was dreams about his sister's spirit calling out to him, and that she was studying dark arts, dark magic or something. There is a temple to the south where she stayed.
So that would be near here then, right?
A temple.
Near south of Vallaki.
From the way he described it, it seemed much further south than just a little bit south of Vallaki.
Like
Perhaps
past
this
the
ominous thing on the
Maybe that's weird, yeah.
thing.
Turn it around. We're going back
Maybe
down.
maybe the ominous temple. Who knows?
Look down. Look down. Between Mount Gakis and Luna Lake. Looks like there is some kind of building behind that mountain. Could that be a temple?
Could be a temple, a castle,
Perhaps.
maybe a small town. Not
It's the
protected.
opposite. It's the opposite direction of Kresk, though, so it's not really
Hmm.
something we could see on the
I mean,
way.
we're currently just leaving Berez, right? So it's kind of like about a halfway point between Berez and
Yeah, so you guys are around there, about
Mhm.
a little bit past where the river diverges.
there's also whatever this place is.
Yeah, it looks like a manor with a farm almost.
Hmm. And this weird mountain thing below it.
Do any of these give us any leads on Van Richten, though? They all kind of seem to have their own story.
No, we have absolutely no reads on Van Richten.
Well, maybe we'll get something if we go to Kresk.
A
It's
major
possible
city
we've
would-
just been barking off the wrong tree. He's not in Vallaki, he must be somewhere else.
I don't
So-
usually bark, but I don't think any of us do.
It is a
So-
figure of speech, dear.
Oh, right. Thank you.
I
we
say
have
we
the
head straight
option-
for Kresk. I don't think we
Yeah.
need to stop by Vallaki at all. I think we need to stay away for now. Let's just keep moving forward.
Option of going to Kresk and finding out more, possibly Vendrickton, or we have the option of finding out more about this wounded elf's sister, which might lead us to more in the prophecy.
Did the elves come with us when we fled, or did they stay?
It was
Their
just
houses.
Lavash.
Just Lavash.
Yeah.
Well,
Good guy.
how about this? We stop into the camp. We talk to that elf. Then we go to Kresk. Does that sound good?
Clara, I don't think that's a good idea.
Too close?
What if they have some people waiting just around that area for us?
I don't think they're gonna mess with the Vistani.
You know,
On
I'm
the other hand,
seeing
if they
on the-
do decide to mess with the Vistani, that would be not our fault, but I wouldn't want to leave them after they helped us.
So we should go straight to Kresk, past the tower, or should we stop by Argivistoholt on the way? Because
It is on the way, yeah.
It just
I mean,
backtracks
it's-
a little bit, but
Kind of on the way.
It's a side quest.
right. But it's a side quest.
About this time, you guys see the Lunar River Crossroads coming up. You've been there multiple times by now, and Lavash starts to as you guys are talking, he's like, "Well, you'll have to decide soon if you're coming with me. I'm heading that way. If you want to just go straight to Kresk, I'll drop you off here."
Kresk.
We can always
Kresk.
get the information later.
Kresk.
I can send someone if you're heading to Kresk, maybe to catch up with you just in case and see what happens.
They're
That
like
would be
birds,
really
right?
helpful.
Much
We have-
appreciated.
We have horses.
You guys have pigeons here, or like
There's
Hey,
plenty of white pigeons specifically.
delivery
birds.
birds? Yeah.
Oh, no, we don't. No, we don't have carrier pigeons or messenger pigeons. No.
Yes.
Wait, Reina, what planes of existence have pigeons? All of them? Are pigeons really
Most of
that-
them do. I know that Faerun does, of course.
I had a friend call him
Exandria
rats in the
does.
sky. Yeah. An angry man called them rats of the sky. It's weird.
Oh.
I'm not a pigeon.
Well, no, because you're a rat of the land.
I'm the rat of the rat. Yeah.
Lavash pulls up to the crossroads and stops, letting you all get off. Basil.
But
He as you all get off, he like turns the cart, looks back, and is like, "Well, I will let somebody know. I'll have somebody try and catch you up and update you as soon as I have any kind of information. Otherwise, safe travels. Stay to the roads. Don't get in any trouble, or at least more than you already are. Just try and stay safe. I think Arabelle would be very sad if you all died."
Please, I mean, I know y'all will, but keep her safe.
I assure you, we won't be letting her get into any kind of trouble like that again anytime soon.
We can't help anyone if we're dead. We'll do our best to keep ourselves alive too.
Good. And best of luck, and see you soon, perhaps.
Reina's gonna walk up to him and extend her hand for a handshake and just say, "Thank you so much for helping us. I really appreciate it. And I just wanted to ask," and then she gets a little bit closer and she goes, "Did you really mean it when you said I could join your caravan?"
Rather than take your hand, he just leans down and wraps you up in a hug, and says, You will always have family in this caravan, regardless of the fact that you saved Arabelle.
She's gonna tense up for a second, and then just like really lean into the hug and hug him back and say thank you.
Let's go.
Terra
and
sees that,
starts-
and then she just kind of leads everybody else away. She's like, "Don't look,
Oh.
don't look, don't look." She's having
Let
a
them have the
feeling.
moment.
Let her have
She's
a
having a
feeling.
feeling, so everybody freeze.
100% looking.
Don't look.
Aster's like this.
Nope.
As he pulls
Furiously
back, he says,
taking notes.
you will always have a place by our campfire anytime you desire, regardless of anything else. So, please, come back so that we can share a few drinks.
We will.
I'm gonna cry. I love him.
He smiles, waves at the rest of you, and gets the horse and starts heading toward Vallaki, which you can see in the distance from the crossroads. He starts making his way back to the Vistani camp, leaving you all by yourselves again. And after a moment watching him go, the early morning mist having mostly disappeared by this point, the ride back, since it was not a breakneck run like the previous night, is probably closer to around midday at this point. So there's obviously no sun in the sky to denote that, but it is as bright as it gets in Barovia. The cloud cover is gray. There's maybe the hint of rain on the horizon, but looking to the west, the one road that you haven't gone down yet that winds to the southwest and then back towards Kresk is before you.
Did we want to check out the manor or castle?
No. There's going to if Lavash sends a messenger to Kresk, I want to be there to receive it.
And quite honestly, I need a stiff drink and a bed to lie in tonight. So, if we could get to Kresk as soon as possible, that would be amazing.
It's safer
you-
than staying out here.
How do you make a liquid stiff? Like, is it really cold?
Asta, it's just a saying, my dear.
A stiff drink refers to the alcohol content in something. It
Like
is.
it's
I think
stronger?
Yeah, a stiff drink is a strong drink.
Oh. Are you trying to get wasted again? Is that the word?
That is a word that means drunk, and yes, possibly I am.
Oh, okay.
It's been a long day.
Am I allowed to have one alcohol?
Yes, you may
One
have
single
one alcohol, Asta.
Well,
We can
you told-
Astar, we can share one.
You
That's a
told me
good
last
idea. I
time
think-
could only have one.
I think you two sharing is a good idea after your last episode, Clara. I don't want to have to
Code.
carry you to your bed again.
I can have one. When I have the second one is when we have a problem.
Hmm.
Perhaps we'll have something to celebrate sometime soon, then you can have 2 drinks.
as
So-
we're walking, as we're walking, there's like, so with all this mist here, you have problems with like mildew.
You're right, because the moisture in the air. I don't
I'm
actually
sorry.
see a lot of mosquitoes either, which is interesting.
The intrusive thought one. I had to ask it.
Now that you mention it, actually, yes. We have a lot of problems with just humidity in general. There's
Kinda
no
noticed
sun,
that,
as
like,
you've
where-
probably seen.
It's a good game.
Oftentimes, my clothes are not dry by the morning.
So, like, when you get sweaty, does it just stay with you for weeks at a time? Or do you have, like, special places to, like, dry off?
Sometimes when you walk outside, it feels as if you are swimming because of the humidity. And you are just always drenched in sweat.
So do Vistani have like a special technique for drying their wood? Because having wet wood means no fire, and it's really important to have fires at night, right?
Yes, it's called going through the mist and getting the fuck out of here.
So do you guys like bring foreign wood in and then bring it back out? Because again, damp wood does not light.
Yes, sometimes.
But like, do you
It's
ever
not
worry about,
always-
like,
yeah,
invasiveness
it's
of
not-
the species?
Okay,
Or does it just
let
not
me
grow here?
clarify something. It is not always damp. We can light fires.
I pick my arm up. It's like a little wet.
You all continue down the road talking about the weather.
And damp wood,
Most-
apparently.
The most
Yes, hold on.
stereotypical thing you could talk about.
Small talk.
Small talk.
I would like to like keep an eye out for. So we've already had issues with wolves and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, we're still doing our job. We're just talking.
Hold on, because there is an
Advance.
exploration action for that. I just need to find it real quick. Nope, that's not helpful. Where are you? Over here. Not particularly helpful. I'll just say for now, you're keeping an eye out, but that's going to use like your passive perception for anything that happens, rather than active. Unless something specifically happens that would require an active check. But for right now, it's just going against your passive, which is not bad. You continue down the road for a few hours. The woods, as you head towards the west, they definitely seem to get denser and thicker the further west you go. You noticed it a little bit when you were heading to Lake Martikov. The trees start to tend more towards evergreens and other hardier trees the further you go. Very dense foliage, lots of undergrowth the further you go. After a few hours going down the road, you do eventually come to the break in the path that you know from your map. One leads onward towards Kresk, and the other leads towards the south to that dilapidated castle that you saw. But you all are headed toward Kresk, so you make note of it and continue on.
Side quest for later.
Side quest for later. What are you guys doing as you walk along the road, besides talking about damp wood?
Keeping an eye out for
Yeah.
weird things.
Sure.
Is it gonna? Are we gonna get there before nightfall? Or are we gonna have to like camp for the night?
You are not sure. The distance is certainly not nearly as far as the distance between Barovia and Vallaki, and that took, including your stop in Ravenloft, a solid 2 days. You probably, considering that you are coming from Berez and lost half of the day just getting back towards Vallaki, probably going to have to camp out for the night unless you want to press on past when you would usually go to rest.
And it looks like it's going to rain.
There's always rain.
It always looks like it's going to rain a little bit, but you do smell the scent of rain on the horizon, the petrichor kind of assaulting
Going
your...
by what we saw in Vallaki, they probably won't let us in to Kresk if we arrive in the middle of the night, so maybe we should... If we find a place to stop, I'd rather stop earlier and get a good shelter. Can I do a survival check to just look around, see if I can, like, spot any, as the afternoon goes on, any good spots for sheltering?
I'm gonna say we're not quite to that point yet. It's still, a few hours. It's still late afternoon.
Do I have a good survival skill?
I'll say make me a survival check. This is sensing direction more than anything, really.
I just want to use my skill finally because I'm trained in it and I haven't yet.
Hey,
That's a dirty 20.
This is not like to keep because the road ahead of you is very obvious. This is a well-traveled road between Vallaki and Kresk. There's very little chance of you getting lost at any point. What you're doing is looking for different offshoots, like places that people might have made camps before overnight, looking for like remnants of campfires or small shacks or anything, any kind of opening that suggests that people have stayed here before and this might be safer than most. While you are doing that, you do see a small it's not even quite like it's almost a nature trail more than anything that you notice that seems to go a little bit into the woods that at this point is getting closer to evening. That even if you don't decide to pack up yet, it might be good to like find a place early and scout around.
Hey, over here. There's a little bit of a path. Maybe it leads to a shelter or something.
Follow.
You what's up, Aster?
No, it was dumb. Aster was distracted looking at foliage as you said it got thicker and denser. I'm like,
No,
oh,
no,
look
no,
at the
that's
flower.
poison oak. That's poison oak.
I know. I'm sorry.
You head down the small trail. Eventually, you see you continue. It's not too terribly far. The rest of you, like looking at it, it seems like it's almost an overgrown trail a little bit. There's still very clearly a path through here, but it hasn't been tread in the recent past. The trees are very, very high and heavy around you, making it seem darker than it otherwise would be at this time of day. You can't even see too terribly far in front of you as you're heading along this path. The foliage is so thick. It almost abruptly ends, and you find, rather than like a campsite or anything, what looks like the ruins of an old house.
Oh
The
no.
the roof is clearly caved in. You can see soot and black, like flame marks along the sides of it, but they seem to be so old that you can see like nature has started to reclaim most of it. There's vines starting to creep up the walls. There's moss everywhere, and even you can see like a small tree kind of growing through the part of the partially collapsed roof. It's clearly been like this for probably years.
Think there's enough time to have a look?
if it's, dry on the inside, be a good place to crash for the night.
Would at least block the wind. Make sure nothing can come up and bite us in the butt. We have a wall.
Let's have a look then.
All right. You all start making your way towards this burnt down shack. The windows are long gone. You don't even see the remnants of any glass anywhere. You go inside, like the door is almost like hard. It's not quite burnt to ash. It seems like it was sturdy enough to survive the flames, along with the stony structure that surrounded it. You actually have to like push it in, and it just like falls and like immediately crumbles into like a bunch of different pieces of wood after you break it down. Inside is the remnants of what looks like it was at one time a very cozy home. There's maybe 2 rooms, 2 doors that you see that lead away from this general area where you can see like a small kitchen. There's a pot on a fireplace that has clearly been there for years again. But inside, aside from the partially collapsed roof, it is fairly dry in here. There's wood under your feet rather than just hard-packed dirt. Most of the roof is still in good condition, that if it did rain, you would probably still be dry. Nature has started to reclaim it, but other than that, it is still a functioning. Like you could easily play here for the night.
Cozy.
I was going to tease you about breaking the door, but now it looks like we just have free firewood.
I wouldn't light anything in here, possibly, just in case, you know.
The walls are made of stone. Is there a fireplace?
There is a fireplace, yeah.
There we go.
Seems as good a place as any to set up camp for the night. Does anybody want to start a fire? Okay,
Alright.
no, I'll do it. And she starts grabbing the wood pieces and throwing it into the fireplace.
I know how to start a fire. Take some flint.
Well, while they do that, she's gonna look around a little bit, peek in the doors, see if she's just like, what happened here? What's going on? I want to be a nosy little girl.
I'd say this would be like probably an investigation. So perception check. You're
exploring.
seeking and searching essentially.
Yeah. What happened here? Anything interesting? What's going on? Are there skeletons?
Oop. Uno.
I don't know
Well,
where I am or what year it is.
I was gonna say make it a secret check, please.
You want me to do it? Oh, I get to do it again.
Hacks.
You take a look around. This main area seems like very standard. Oh, excuse me. Like living room, family room, a small kitchen area. It's hard to tell too much. You can clearly tell that this house burned several years ago. From the looks of things as you're looking through, you like open one of the doors into what is clearly was one of the bedrooms. This one, like the entire wall has caved in, and the vines have like completely overgrown through this room. This is where like the tree that you saw on the outside is growing out of the roof. The wall completely broken down. You take a quick look, like maybe this was like an attack of some kind, like something broke through, but no, looking at it, it seems like it was just the flames. This was maybe a weak part of the wall, and as the fire and the heat expanded and contracted the stones and it all settled, it just kind of fell out. The other room is in a little bit better condition. Still, mostly burned. But looking around, was clearly like a second bedroom. There is the charred remains of a bed in this room that you can see. From the size of it, probably of a younger person. You take a quick look. You don't see like any bones or anything, but you don't know if that's because they weren't here or whether it was taken, or there's no there's an absence of any kind of evidence to make any decisions about what happened here, other than that the place burned down.
Well, no surprise skeletons besides Prospero, but nothing useful. At least it's a quiet place to stay for the night.
Prospero found a closet to sleep in just so he can be a skeleton in the closet.
Yep.
Clara, he's drunk again.
Where does he keep getting?
Where did he get the alcohol?
Don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
Mom, Grandpa's drunk again.
Meanwhile, Reno, you were starting a fire, you said, right?
We are starting a fire, okay?
Sorry, Aster's helping.
Sorry.
Very
We-
important.
Yeah.
Very-
You go to start the fire. You did start the fire. There we go. Yeah.
I was waiting for it.
I was just waiting for it because I knew someone was going to do it and I didn't want to be interrupted. But
Low hanging fruit.
You literally took a pause.
I was like, just do it, get it out of your system. Making my way, okay?
Make him away.
We live in a
There we go,
society.
yep. We live in
Not sponsored.
As you do manage to get the fire started, as the flames start to kick up, you hear a loud crack, and the pot that's in the fireplace, you see a stone fall and smack into the pot from within the chimney, and the pot goes flying out of the fireplace at you. So that's gonna be
You had one job.
I'm turning into a shy here. What the fuck?
Too soon.
oh god, 30 to hit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You were not expecting as this you don't know why, but it hits you solidly in the chest for 12 bludgeoning damage.
What the fuck?
pot? This isn't real. This is a fake pot. That's a ghost. That
It's
pot's
a mimic.
ghost. Did it take a bite out of you?
Hold on. I suddenly
Is it a mimic? What the fuck?
Pot's on.
Well,
Shotgun.
I
Yeah.
can't hear any of you. That's great. Love that. Hold on. Sorry, technical difficulties, if anybody can hear me.
Did you hear that? 12
Yeah, we can
points
hear
of
you.
damage is a technical difficulty. Reel it back.
let's make fun of him real quick. Hurry.
Stupid orange ass mother.
Hello? Oh god. Why?
Hi guys, welcome to the stream. We are totally professional. Not sponsored. Make him away.
Make him away.
Make him away.
Not sponsored.
Somebody's feeling spicy tonight.
Okay,
It's
so
It's a pot, apparently.
I haven't even opened my character sheet yet.
It's our version of the chair. It's just a pot.
It's a pot. Yeah, I know. Oh, Jonathan's saying.
Oh, he can't hear us?
Like any of us.
I can hear all of you.
Right, and we can hear him. I think it's on his end.
It might be Discord because Discord did that with my settings where they changed the settings halfway through.
Sus.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I
Can you hear
you.
us?
Sorry, I put my headphones in through my microphone to hear you at all now, which is very odd.
Aster jumps.
That's what
in
I had
front
to
of
do.
Ireena, catches the pot.
No.
Like Airbud. Like Airbud.
You just dated yourself.
Airbud's not that old.
Early 90s.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. I would think it's
love
96, 95, maybe?
It's 97.
Yeah, 97.
Airbud's as old
Okay.
as me. I am Airbud.
Yeehaw. There you go.
Look at
We
him.
had when I was little, we had a VHS of the Airbud. That was the one where his little sister played volleyball.
Okay.
Remember
this
Air
isn't-
Buddies?
This isn't the best,
Air
but I can at least hear
Spikes
you better.
back.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hi.
Jonathan.
Hey, we're talking about Airbud.
We were talking about Airbud.
Fine.
Welcome to
I
the
can
stream.
only hear you through one
That's-
thing.
What the
but it's
heck?
Better than I don't know what just happened. Apparently I hit myself so hard that I broke. my
It was
headphones.
immediate karma.
Yeah,
I don't know.
literally.
But
You
yeah,
take the pot back.
this pot rockets out of the fireplace and hits Ireena like in the chest. The solid hit. This is like a solid cast iron pot that just slams into you.
She's gonna hold her chest and just go, "Oh my god!"
Where did that pot come from? I didn't
What?
see it.
Are you good?
What happened?
I don't know. This cast iron pot just leaped out and it hit me right in the chest.
Do we need to fight it or something? Or
I don't know. Somebody check it out.
I
Oh no.
poke at it.
Now
Not.
you have to take off your shirt so I can give you an exam.
Um,
I'm
who's
poking at the pot.
looking at the pot?
I'm poking at pot.
Look
I
at
will
Irena's titties.
also
Pot.
have a look.
I'll
Make
look
a-
at the
make a
pot.
Perception check. Secret.
Perceive pot.
Perceive the pot.
I hope I roll high. No joke.
While they're doing that, I'm checking out Ireena.
You,
No pun intended.
you all poke at it like it's just a pot. As far as you can tell, it doesn't get up and start attacking any of you. You like pick it up and it feels like a pot in your hand.
And it came from the chimney, right?
Yeah, it
Something
was like,
dropped into it, right? And then
yeah, you saw like a brick fall out of the chimney as like maybe like the fire dislodged something and it hit the pot and just sent it rocketing out of the fireplace.
did I successfully start the fire? Is there a fire in
Yeah,
the?
you did start the fire.
Sorry.
Not sponsored.
Perhaps
I
we should
will
check the
do-
rest of
Yes.
this area for traps.
Structural damage.
No.
I think
I'm gonna do a medicine check on Ireena.
Treating wounds.
Yeah, treat wounds. That's a 19 for the basic, which is DC 15, so that's
so
2d8, right?
2d8, yeah.
Hey, Aster, maybe you can use this pot as a weapon.
All right, take back
I'm
7.
gonna beat
Thank
somebody
you.
up with a pot.
It just knocked Ireena off her feet.
You're right.
So
I mean,
7
cast
issues.
iron. Cast
I-
iron is very heavy.
I realized what I did. I forgot that these headphones actually have a jack that goes into the headphone part, and I did actually disconnect that. So,
You jacked your headphones wrong?
yes, I unjacked
We are
myself.
all illiterate.
Oh
You have to-
no!
Please, you have to jack it right when you. do
There's
jack it
nothing
right.
worse than unjacking yourself.
Stop.
Yeah.
My mother says I have to go now. Goodbye.
Okay. Clara's taking care of Ireena because Ireena literally, you can see the bruise forming as you take off.
Form
like,
of a pot.
Yeah.
Oh no,
pot.
let me just rub some salve in there. Oh.
Oh.
You guys all can't be horny for Ireena. My God.
Titties.
Everyone's horny for Reina, and I love that
mean,
for
I'm
me.
just a lesbian, and I gotta take my titties where I can get them.
Wait, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Who has the chicken? Is it still in the caravan? Am I
You
walking
question
around
mark?
with
You
It's
have
your
it.
goddamn
You have the
chicken.
I'm just retconning.
Did
a
you grab
conversation.
it?
Yes, you have the chicken. Yes, you have the chicken.
Did you grab it?
It's
We
literally
grabbed
like,
all of our stuff.
the parents okay, you have to take care of it.
Yeah, literally.
Moms, where my chicken?
We told you it was
No,
a big
this is not our
responsibility.
responsibility.
I assumed
Uh,
we got it when getting our giant chest of goods.
I assume so as well.
Okay.
God
Put the
damn
chicken
it.
in the pot and carry the pot around.
Oh, I love that.
Chicken in a pot. We call that dinner. So Clara's taking care of Ireena. What are the rest of you doing?
Hmm.
Can I try and without getting burned, peer into the chimney and see if there's anything up there that may have been dislodged?
See, that's what I was gonna say,
Um,
but there's a fire in it right now.
Right.
Right,
I was
I
gonna do
didn't
that
wanna
too,
do
but there's
that.
a fire.
That's why I
Yeah.
said, can I without getting burned?
You would have to be quick. I'd say like it would be like a fortitude save.
Am I good at that? Let's find out. Fortitude save. Oh, hold on a second. That's different.
Is it raining right now?
No,
Can I do a quick
blind
lap
or
around the
regular?
house?
blind or no, that's regular is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, that was so
It
close.
was almost bad. You are a person of nature, and fire is part of nature. So you kind of like look through. There is a bit of smoke that's rising from the newly created fire. Even though it's mostly dry wood, there's a lot of crap that was in the chimney, and the foliage that's there that's starting to like crackle and spit the little bits of moss and tree branches that have fallen through the chimney over the years. You look up. You do see like at the very, very top, it's just like an open air chimney. No smokestacks at the top. You see like a lot of the top of the chimney has started to like rot and crumble away. You do see like one very obvious spot where it looks like the brick fell from, all the way at the very top.
That would explain the force at which the pot went flying. Is there still a brick in that pot?
No.
It's not in the pot. It
just hit it. Okay.
Yeah, it like hit the corner of the pot and sent it scattering out.
Well, there's nothing in the chimney except for a rotting chimney.
Can I take a quick lap around the house, like the outside of it?
The outside?
Yeah.
And you have the chicken with you.
In a pot.
In the pot, yeah.
Like dee.
You put it in the pot that hit Reina.
I guess it is funny.
It is funny. You take a run around. Most of it seems fine. There's the one wall that's completely caved in that you see leads into a large bedroom. You don't see anything obvious in the immediate outside of the building.
Cool.
There is what do you do? Like you take the lap around and you don't see anything immediate. What do you do?
I take a little bit longer to look at all the plants and stuff, all the little bugs building their little nests on the outside of the house as the house is reclaiming.
You feel
nature's reclaiming the house,
You feel the pot suddenly yanked out of your hand.
My chicken!
And starts floating back towards the building. With the chicken still in it.
What? Pot's haunted!
I go, my
Pot's
chicken!
haunted!
The pot is haunted! My chicken!
Do we hear that?
Probably muffled like, my chicken!
I'm gonna run outside.
Yeah, Raina's gonna run outside too.
Mr.
I'll follow
Cluckies,
cautiously.
Mr. Cluckies, come back!
Mr.
Mr. Cluckies!
You all run out inside and you just see like the pot floating back towards the building with the chicken still in it.
I'm gonna try to grab the chicken.
Can I grab it? Am I tall enough to grab it?
Super haunted.
I'm gonna try to.
The pot or the chicken?
I want to grab the chicken.
The pot?
Okay, Chance grabs the chicken. Works fine. You try and grab the pot, and something is like tugging against you. Like there's clearly like forces being exerted.
Shit's haunted. Like, dude, look.
Can Chance like try to like wave her arm on the other side of the pot where it's like pulling, and see if there's anything there?
So I need you all, everybody that's outside right now, to make a will save. As suddenly this form becomes visible.
Ashaya's still inside.
Ashai's still inside. I'm saying everybody who's outside, which is everybody except Ashai. A form becomes visible. This older woman, middle-aged, she looks like she was at one point maybe beautiful, but her face looks like it has been melted off of her face.
Like some Indiana Jones shit.
What am I will save?
Yes, a will save.
I'm terrified. Is this a secret?
Nope, this is gonna be out in public.
A poltergeist?
A poultrygeist?
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
My chicken!
Clara, you are frightened.
Yeah.
Frightened too.
What?
Reyna, you are frightened too, and you are fleeing. You see this woman. It looks at you, and you can see just like the pall of death on its face, and you have to run. You just have to leave. You let go of the pot immediately and start running away.
Great.
Well, Clara's following you, I think, too.
No, I
No,
didn't
she didn't
She's
run.
just frightened.
Oh, okay.
She's just frightened and not yet fleeing. But as you start like literally running away, you hear like a ghostly voice just say, "Leave us," and the visage goes invisible again, and you just see the pot start to float back towards the building.
Chance will just wait, because I guess I'm okay. With a 30? I'm good, right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, it's like,
21.
can we at least stay in the building as long as we don't take any of your stuff?
Leave.
Okay, cool. All right. I'll go into the building and be like, we need to leave. Old lady says she wants us out of her house.
Ashai, you see like the pot come in, and then suddenly you see like all the little things in this house that have just been kind of hanging around, spoons and old plates, all start to like start flying all about the house.
I don't even know if Ashai is scared. It's just like, I don't want to deal with this right now. And just like, fine, okay, I will leave.
Sorry to disturb you. I hand Esther the chicken.
You hear as you guys start leaving, the voice start to sob and cry.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I put the chicken back in the cage and go back.
Reyna, after how long does this last? It's frightened too. So you are running away for like a solid 12 seconds. But eventually, like, you like get around a tree and manage to like calm yourself. Or what does Reyna do? You hear
Is she
Chance-
still frightened?
No, you're no longer frightened.
Oh, okay.
At that point, but you are, probably still heart racing and pumping. You do hear the voice after like screaming leaves start to like sob and cry in the near distance.
Chance is staying at the door and asking if she can help.
Yeah, Clara approaches the door again too. Can we see her now, or is she still invisible?
Still invisible. Since Chance is the one that asked, make me a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
That's one thing.
Regular or blind?
Blind. You said you were just like saying this at like the door. You didn't
Yeah,
go inside.
into the. Yeah, I didn't go back inside.
The voice doesn't seem to heed you, just keeps crying. You do see as like you ask what's wrong, the small telekinetic storm that had just happened. You see all the pieces starting to like float back to where they originally were. The pot slowly falling back towards where the flame is now sputtering in the fireplace. All the spoons and books and things going back to where they probably would have gone long ago, but tarnished and destroyed still.
As this happens, Clara takes a slow, hesitant step over the threshold. She looks to wherever the stuff is floating. I know you are scared. I know you are lonely.
You did not deserve this. Please, let me send you forward. You do not have to stay here.
Make make an occultism or religion check. This is
I'll
a
do
recall
it.
knowledge.
Do you a religion blind for you for
Yes.
knowledge?
You, I think, can tell that this is a poltergeist.
Mm-hmm.
Poltergeists haunt places because they have unfinished business. And you
Mhm.
know that the best way to help them on their way is to figure out what their business is and help them finish it. You speak out to her, and the sobbing, like in between the sobs, you hear her voice saying, He left us.
Who left you?
The wolves came for us, and my husband left me and my son.
The wolves came for me too. I know what it is to feel them as they take you apart. I know. And I am sorry for what you have been through. But you do not have to carry this fear.
The flames.
I know. They cannot
He
hurt you.
set flame to the house, killed the wolves, and then left us.
They cannot hurt you anymore. Would you like me to find your husband? Would you like me to
No.
ask him why?
Just my son. My son.
Was he in the house with you?
You see the door creak open to the young kid's room that you saw before.
I walk in. I am in the zone. I am on the job.
It looks the same as it did before. The last time you looked through, you didn't see anything immediately because you were just taking like a quick look through. But this time you look closer, and under the bed you see two skeletons.
Clara's shoulders slump and she breathes out slowly and she walks over to the bed and kneels down.
The fire took you, didn't it? I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Should I put the fire out?
The fire has already gone out.
Okay.
As when the pot was placed on back where it went, the fire immediately was doused.
Should we give them a proper burial?
It is the respectful thing to do.
Is the spirit visible to us right now?
When you saw the two skeletons and as you turn around, you turn and see her. She still looks terrifying. The melted face, and you can see burn marks, blackened skin everywhere there is visible skin.
Mhm.
But there are tears streaming down from her eyes as she looks at the two skeletons under the bed.
This time, Clara looks at her without fear. She stands up from where she was kneeling down by the skeletons and approaches the poltergeist slowly. She reaches out, not too sure if she'll be able to touch her or not. She tries to rest a comforting hand on her shoulder, and she looks in the ghost's eyes.
We will let you rest. Let me help you rest. You and your son. You do not have to be beholden to this fear anymore. I'm so sorry for what you have gone through.
Your hand passes through her. She's a ghost and you cannot touch her. But she doesn't make any aggressive movements towards you. Just a look of sadness and despair on her face as she watches you and looks at the bones.
Chance will move in and ask her permission if it's okay for her to pick up the bones.
She
I
just
asked
gives a very slow nod.
And she'll take the blanket, if there's a blanket on the bed. Is there a blanket on the bed? Nothing.
Burned away long ago.
Clara takes off her own cloak.
Yeah, we'll use our cloaks to put the bones, I guess, in to
Mhm.
carry them out.
Aster has grabbed the shovel from the chest of our goods and has grabbed Ireena, because he is small, to start digging.
Raina's not there.
What?
Ireena
Oh,
ran
you
away.
Or,
Yeah.
Shy
Sorry,
will see you
sorry.
taking it out and just
Yeah.
grab the shovel.
Okay, well, we're gonna do it together.
As the others are doing this, Clara, with Chance, I guess, will lay the bones down outside, and Clara will look back for the spirit.
She's just followed you as you took the bones out. There's a tension in her form, like she's waiting for something to go wrong, but you are being respectful to the remains. And
Is there any within the house, after I lay down the bones, is there any marker, anything that seems personal, any trinket or something I can leave to mark the grave? Or even wildflowers growing nearby, something.
I have a whole bunch of wildflowers in my pocket because I
You
bought
can
them.
sure do that, you're a druid.
make me a nature check anyway.
Okay.
Can I assist?
I had
Oh,
the
this
same-
is fun. I'm untrained.
I had the same thought too, though. Was like get flowers, adorn the space.
Can I help her?
Yeah, go ahead. You can make your own check if you like. And I think Aster wanted to as well.
I can.
Well, you said you were going to, so if you were looking for flowers and you saw them looking for flowers. I'd say, like Clara, you find some. They're more weeds than flowers, really, but they're kind of pretty. Aster, you find there's not any semblance of a garden left here, but there are some wildflowers about. Chance, you find in one corner of the opening that this house was built in, like the remains of a fence, maybe a garden, and in it you see is growing a bush, upon which are growing black roses.
I'll take a few, and then I will weave them in with the flowers that I bought in Vallaki into kind of a wreath of sorts. And then, can I find a small, sapling somewhere?
There's no real saplings here that you
Okay.
can see, I don't think. There's a tree growing out of the house,
Can
fairly young.
I, once we bury them with the flowers on them, like on the bones itself? And then can I cast Protector Tree, because if it stays there, it will root itself, if it's got dirt to root itself in.
First, Ashai and Aster, you finish digging 2 graves. And Clara, you have the bones in the capes.
As we lay them to rest, Clara will once again, she'll kneel by the graves and she'll once again meet the poltergeist's eyes. I do not know your name, but I know that you did not deserve this. May the Lady Pharasma guide you on the River of Souls into the afterlife. May you find peace with your son, and let the troubles of this land leave your shoulders, for they are no longer your burden to bear. Your fight is over. Be at peace.
It's the words reach her, and you see the tension start to leave her as the remains are like put into the ground. The wounds on her spectral body starts before your eyes to heal, and you see like the burns starting to melt away, leaving spectral skin where there was once just char and ash. The face even starts to unmelt, and the hair on her head, long brown locks. She looks as you put the roses down and you cast the spell, and rather than a tree, this beautiful rose bush starts to grow, immediately blooming into these beautiful black roses. And she smiles and she just says, Rilski. Our family name was Rilski.
Can you write that down in one of the chats so I can
I
see
just
it
did.
phonetically? Thank you.
I feel
And
the
as
spirit
you
can write that down.
and as you finish the rites, you see her smile, and she fades away.
Her husband betrayed her.
I think
what we-
so. She said he
Left them.
and then lit the house on fire, and something to do with the wolves.
Maybe if we come across a guy named Rinsky, we can have some words.
Maybe he
Perhaps.
didn't know they were still in there. They were hiding under the bed, you said, right?
Why would he have caught the house on fire, though? What was the point?
I don't know.
This is what waits for us.
Claire will meet everyone's eyes in turn.
This is what waits for us all. But we are still here. And while we are still standing, there's still more to do.
Terrible sex.
Aster puts his head down in respect, and when you mention that this all waits for us, he draws his hand to the center of his abdomen, the spot where he was killed, and sits there quietly.
The nature of life is to end. But our end is not here yet. Come on. Let's go back inside. This is pretty depressing.
Just give me a moment. You all start to head back in, and Ireena goes and runs to where Rhea
Jonathan!
is still hiding. I know.
We can barely hear you, unfortunately.
They really had to run the dryer right now.
Oh no!
I gotta get
Dude.
my dryer. Oops.
Oh, that's better, Jonathan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's so much better.
Okay. Well, Ireena lets you all like start to go inside, and then she just says, "Just give me a moment," and runs over to where she saw Ireena run away to.
Right now.
Ireena ran to Ireena?
Yeah.
What?
Where Reyna ran away to.
Why do you guys
Right
have a
around.
nickname?
God damn it.
We need a nickname, please.
She walks around the tree, and what does she see?
Reyna hyperventilating and like leaning against the tree.
She doesn't even say anything. She just walks in front of you so that she doesn't like sneak up on you or scare you, and just like immediately wraps you up in a hug.
she's gonna hug her back and just start weeping.
She doesn't even say anything. She just has her head in like the crook of your neck and is stroking your hair.
Aster waits at the doorway and looks out to where you ran. And I look back at Clara.
Do you think she's gonna be okay?
How was it that she lost her family again? Was it like this?
I think so.
Ireena didn't like detail exactly what happened, did she? She just kind of said
No.
that your whole family caravan was massacred.
Yeah, she didn't give details, no.
We don't know.
All we can do is be there for her and catch her as she starts falling. We are a team. She will talk if she is ready.
Ireena eventually, like, as you cry into her, pulls away a moment and looks up and just, like, leaves a lingering kiss on your cheek and just says, "Come on, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. She's gone now. Just come back and get some rest, and I'll be here with you the whole time, alright?"
I don't know if I can go back into that house.
Alright, then we don't have to. We can stay right here.
She's gonna, like, dry her tears off and, like, take a deep breath. And, for a moment, just, like, look really embarrassed.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's not, don't be ashamed. It's fine. There's nothing to be embarrassed of. I don't know what happened to you. I don't know what happened to the people that were around you, but don't feel bad for having the feelings that you're having. You're allowed to.
Thank you.
Do you remember that question you asked me the other night?
What one?
The one if you wanted me to stay around.
Yes, and I've been waiting for an answer.
This is my answer. And she just reaches up and gives you a gentle kiss on the lips. She pulls back and then just says, I know we haven't known each other too terribly long, and I know that there's parts of your past and my past that are fucked up and terrible, and it's dangerous, and every day is some new fresh horror in so many different ways, but I can tell that you are someone who loves so deeply that it scared me a little bit when I saw it. But how could I see that and not want to feel a little bit of it?
Reyna's gonna smile and, like, for a second try and find her words and, like, push her hair back. And then just go, I am so happy to hear you say that, because I have to say, Ireena, I They've had a crush on you since the moment I laid eyes on you.
I was a bit of a rescuer, a knight in shining armor. But
You were. You were a knight in shining armor.
well, maybe I can be the damsel next time for you to rescue.
Yes, but of course I don't want you to get hurt, so.
No, of course, but that's why you would come rescue me.
I will always rescue you, Ireena Koliana.
She just reaches up and kisses you again, more deeply this time. Just pulls back and holding your hands, just is like, we don't have to go back. We can stay out here if you want, but I know that your friends are worried about you.
No, we can go back, but
We can go look for somewhere else if you like. But
no, it's okay.
just
It's
let them know
okay.
that you're okay.
I can go back. I need you.
You have me.
And then she takes her hand and then starts leading her back to the house.
Who's just at the door watching them? Aster, Clara, Chance, not
No.
Shy, of course.
No.
Antisocial.
I'm in the house. I'm in the
Okay.
house.
I don't
I'm
think Chance had
fucking-
even gone in the house or back into the house yet.
I'm making dinner.
You just turn around and you see Aster and Chance are just watching.
Right now, kiss.
I wasn't listening. It's just, you know,
Research.
taking notes. Now my friends are doing this. This is weird.
Is the chicken sitting on your head while you do this?
No, chicken's in the cage. The chicken's in the cage.
Chance needs to talk to that chicken. It's a fucking witness. We don't know what it's seen.
The chicken knows too much.
Oh my god.
I want
so
Jonathan to do a chicken.
I'll do my best. As Reyna and Ireena
Just turns
walk
into
back
hey-hey.
to the house. Ireena keeps a very tight grip on Reyna's hand as they walk back in.
You guys holding hands. Hello?
Because we like each other.
I think we'll be holding hands a lot more often.
I go to grab your other hand. I go,
No.
I like you too.
Different kind of love.
Chance
she's
actually
gonna like hold Aster's hand and give it a little squeeze.
I love this boy so much.
I walk up to everybody. I hold their hand. I go, I like you too. I like you too.
Little autistic rat.
Chance actually might stay outside for a bit, just sitting next to the graves, because the black roses are different and new to her.
You've only seen black roses one place before.
Mm-hmm. The castle.
Well, two then.
And
you
in
also-
the Burgermaster mansion, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait a minute, what? Hold on.
Suddenly, Clara.
I'm following the rules you gave me about stream.
No, it's fine. No, it's great. You all are inside. Everyone except for Chance. Someone gets the fire going again to
cooking
keep the
supper.
place warm.
Reyna.
And what do you all do before you go to sleep for the evening?
Chance will take first watch outside.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that Aster is probably messing with the tome.
No, actually.
No? Okay.
I have it.
Yeah, Reyna has
You
it.
do have it. You do have it.
Yeah, I think you give it back.
She's very possessive of the tone, which is not fair. I'm going to go out to the grave too.
You see Chance watching over it.
I walk up. I don't
I'm not next to you, but I'm like a little bit behind. Very timidly, he walks up. You know, I kind of feel bad. This is kind of stuff I'm used to doing, but I didn't do anything helpful.
What do you mean? We all work together to lay them to rest.
I know, but I've seen this before, and Clara kind of did a lot of it, and you did. And I couldn't even use the shovel a lot because I'm not that strong, so wish I had dug. Now I think about it. I always had somebody to help me. I never really did things by myself.
No, but you had the thought to do it. You've thought of it first.
I guess so.
Just because all of us need help at times. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I just can't imagine being a little kid with somebody you care about and know where to go. It must have been so sad, so scary.
I just pull him into a hug.
Oh.
You are not immune to
The rat and the
boys.
cat.
Hello, it's us, Tom and Jerry.
I probably would have gone back to the other rose bush that I found to get a few more and help him weave another wreath.
He kind of isn't sad for a bit because he sees you picking the flowers and is like, why do you think they grow black here? Like, you think it's just because everything here is kind of a little sad? Or do you think it's like
I don't know. I've
nutrients in the ground?
only seen them 2 other places besides here. So I don't know what that signifies, but
Where did you see them?
well, in the castle, in that hallway.
Like Strahda's castle?
Yeah. And then in the Burgomaster's mansion.
In Vallaki? Or Barovia?
It was Vallaki, right?
No, in Barovia there was
Oh,
one
Barovia, okay.
rose in the dead burgomaster's room.
Yeah.
Or no, in Ireena's room.
Yeah, that.
Uh,
I wonder maybe if they have a connection to Strahda.
How would they be here, though?
We have a name now. Maybe we can find out their history.
Oh yeah, we might need to look into it. We haven't really seen flowers like this anywhere else.
First time I've seen them growing.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up.
Aster takes out a little notebook, starts writing down facts about the flowers.
Of course you do.
I gotta keep track of everything, dude.
I don't have speak with plants yet. I can't do that.
My little pea brain rattling around.
As we're winding down for the night, Sarah will kind of just post up in a corner in a quiet spot, and she'll kind of meditate, kind of fiddling her holy symbol, and just sing a couple of hymns under her breath, and just thinking, oh, even though she's in such a different place, her job continues the same as it ever was.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
It do be like that.
Guy, while Clara is meditating, goes and sits down next to her quietly and waits for her to finish. And you open your eyes, Shy is just sitting next to you.
She'll nod gently and just kind of tilt her head in question.
You said you were alone. I was alone for much of my life, and it was almost harder to go back to that loneliness after I had known what friendship was like for a while.
For me, it was almost in the reverse. When I was younger, there weren't many children in my village, but I did have one best friend. Her name was Liliana. We grew up together, and she was the smartest person I ever knew. She learned magic just by reading books. Most people need a teacher, but she was lighting candles, summoning things, doing everything when we were still children. Most people left our little village. We moved on, but I stayed, made friends with the temple keepers, entered for Erasmus service, and Liliana, she had dreams of opening a library in our town, helping educate people. She was my whole world. She was the greatest friend I ever knew. I would have done anything for her. But that had to end. About a year after I joined for Erasmus service, Liliana received an opportunity to meet with a wizard in a nearby city with funding for a library. And she was so excited. You should have seen her face. It went perfectly, from what I heard. And while she was gone, Layla, our head priestess, and her husband Peter, paladin, they were summoned on an away job to deal with an undead situation in another village. And that was the first time I was left alone to head the temple. Funerals, worship services, and healing. While they were gone, Liliana came home. And soon after that, she got sick. I don't know what it was. I still don't. It was something she got in the city. People we hadn't been around before. No matter what I tried, it wasn't getting better. I had to watch her waste away before my eyes, unable to do anything about it because I wasn't strong enough. I never left her side while she was sick. I prayed, I read all the tomes we had, I made medicines, but I wasn't strong enough. And then I started to learn the loneliness that I think you are going through. My mother tried to comfort me. My mentors tried to keep me busy, but I drifted. If I wasn't strong enough to save my very best friend, then what was the point? I wasn't smart like she was. I wasn't strong like other people were. I wanted to disappear. And one night, I climbed to the top of the belfry in our temple. I cried harder than I had ever cried in my life because I knew no one would ever understand me like my best friend did. All I wanted was to see her again. And I asked my goddess, what was the point of me being here if I wasn't going to be enough to save the ones I cared about? I couldn't make a difference. What was the point? I couldn't get out of that pit on my own. And when I asked, the night settled around me, like it had my whole childhood. And there was a little meow in the darkness. As she says this, Ziggy will pop out of her shadow and nuzzle a hand. I prayed for a hand to lift me out of my darkness that night. And my lady sent me a friend. And I had an epiphany then. My life would never be the same as it was before. It couldn't. I could never go back, and much like I'm guessing you can't go back to what things were like before you were betrayed. But if things had ended there, I'd let it end there, and that would truly be it. I never would have saved anyone. Every time I look at this cat, I am reminded there's a chance for things to get better. You have to find the joy where you can, because at the end of the day, that's all you have. The two of us could still be in the ground. You could be in chains. Prospero could be at the bottom of the ocean. Chance could be caught by whatever people are chasing her, but we are still here. The only reason I'm still standing is because I believe that things can get better. Maybe it'll be us. Maybe you'll find that strength on your own. I don't know how long it will take or what we'll have to do, but there's no sense in giving up. Because you're not alone now. No matter how hard it is. As long as we wake up each morning, we can try to make things better.
Your friend was lucky to have you.
Thank you.
Trying to help her. I'm sorry that you lost her.
That is the way of the world.
I had no one to help me.
Clara will place a hand over Ashai's. Don't look back. You are not going that way. Just like I grew stronger, you will grow into a different person too. You are not alone right now. And we will help you. But you have to let us try.
Shai stands up and just puts a hand on Clara's shoulder, squeezes it, and then walks away.
I think that went well.
Antisocial little shit. Ireena and Ireena. You guys doing anything before you go to sleep?
I think that Ireena is like canoodling with Ireena and like not fucking caring about anyone else. Like she doesn't
Absolutely.
fucking care. Like
Ireena's a little shy, but she doesn't like stop you or anything.
they're like, you know, talking in hushed tones in the corner, canoodling.
Yeah.
Not like chill out.
Yeah,
You,
canoodling, not
Snoogling.
Like
You know.
big PDA. Like she just simply does not care.
It's literally like the gross couple at the high school. that
Yes,
we used to
the
make
one-
fun of.
Yeah, or the one
Yeah.
you're standing in back of line at and like on like a ride. You know what I'm talking about? That's what's happening.
And they're just like, oh.
and they're all over each other, and you're like, I'm right behind you, buddy.
Canoodling, yep. Such a good
Gross.
word, canoodling. So Chance is taking first watch. Aster, you...
I'll do it with Chance.
Okay. So it'll be against like your passive perceptions. The two of you, you spend a little time making the little black rose wreaths, keeping an eye on the world around you. Barovia is not the warmest of places. You have noticed as you guys have been heading further west, it's getting even colder. Not quite cold enough that you're like at risk of frostbite or anything. But you recognize that when you went to the tower at Lake Batatok, that there was a very chill wind that blew in off the lake, and that persists through here as well. It's cold enough that unless you have like some solid scarves and things that you need to, you're kind of like keeping the you're kind of keeping your backs to the walls to keep the worst of the wind away, and the trees make it very difficult to see. Like the small path that you got here, you couldn't even see the building until you got into this small enclosure. So it's difficult to see anything throughout the woods. You can't even see the main road from here. The moon hangs in the sky above you, probably about a little less than 3/4 full. Stars that seem at once familiar and unfamiliar to the both of you, twinkling, and if you look at them long enough, possibly even changing a little bit. Not significantly, but enough that you can't make out any constellations, any real patterns. You hear the sound of a forest's worth of bugs. You hear crickets. You hear the sound of paws or hooves through the undergrowth. You see like a deer pass through a few trees nearby, not entering the opening that has the house, but passing by close enough that you can see it through the trees. An owl hoots in the distance. But otherwise it's quiet. You don't hear the baying of wolves. You don't hear any sound of people. No horses or wagons. It is quiet. And as you take your watch, that is where we're going to take a quick break. 10 minutes. We will see you all back at 11. Go enjoy the bathroom and get a snack, and we'll see you again soon. Welcome back. So, we had just finished the first watch of the night with Chance and Aster tending your roses. Your watch ends, and you know that you need to go get some rest yourself now.
Who do we wake up? Probably not Ireena and Reina. I think they'd kill us.
They're asleep by this point.
Ashai is still awake.
All right, we'll
Girl,
tag
you
out
gotta
a shy.
sleep.
You can. Raina won't kill you.
You can wake me up. Me and
Yeah,
Ashai
wake
just
up
had a
Clara.
heart to heart.
So Clara and a shy.
Me up
We can
inside.
vibe.
Wake me up inside.
Well,
You can't wake
So-
up.
there's with the numbers you have, you can't do like 2 people for each and every shift.
Okay.
Because there's, if we don't count our erstwhile drunkard who's not here right now, wink, that still leaves 6 of you, and you need at least 4 watches to get through the night.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one alone.
Okay. You can wake me up after.
Okay, so you guys, Ashai is already awake, so you guys just walk in, and you're like, oh hey.
It's nice out.
Did we decide if Ashai needs to sleep?
I do,
She does
just
need to
not
sleep.
as
Just-
long.
Not as much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like an
Just
elf.
not as much. Which don't work in Pathfinder that way. Pathfinder elves don't have it's
Stupid.
not- she's a tiefling anyway. And a vampire. So Chance and Aster go to sleep, and Ashai, you go to take your watch. What is Ashai doing on her watch?
You pooping?
You pooping?
I mean, keep an eye out, but also I think she goes over to... Is there still, like, a fire going right now? Has it burned out?
I mean, that's up to you. It's in a fireplace, so it can be like a proper fire, and it can last all night if you wanted to.
Can I just, like, with a stick, try and reach for a piece of, like, real burnt-off wood that's fallen, like, charcoal-looking?
Yeah, sure.
She's gonna spend her time trying to mash it down into dust and adding water and see if that makes ink she can use for tattooing.
I'd say probably. Are you taking your watch like inside the house or outside the house?
Inside.
Okay. It's not the highest quality ink. It is wet soot, but it is, it could be if you really wanted to get something done and didn't mind if it was a little dusty, it could work.
How long are the watches?
2 hours.
2. I feel like that's probably all she gets done.
Okay. You spend probably like an hour and a half doing that, and to think like, should I get started? I don't really have enough time. The sounds of the woods outside. You feel like you hear something. You're not sure what it is. It might just be like something stumbling through the undergrowth, like maybe a deer or something. Could be, maybe it's wolves. If what the poltergeist said, there's wolves in these woods. You definitely hear like the hooting of an owl, and maybe the slight pitter patter of a very light rain starting up.
I'll step outside and see if I can see anything.
Make an active perception check for this.
Secret?
Yes, please. You go look out. It is starting to rain. You can still see the moon peeking through clouds, but there's like sun starting to cover it at some points, and it's a little darker outside than it was at dusk at this point. You do see a couple of deer have stumbled into like this enclosure where the building is, and as soon as you like open the door and step outside, they both like freeze, stand up and look at you.
Back at them.
There's a brief stare off. And then I need you to make a fortitude save.
Excuse me?
As you just suddenly feel of something hit you in the neck.
Come on! You what the fuck?
Hello? What the fuck?
You literally cannot do anything right. What is going on?
Was that supposed to be blood? It's shit.
You feel something like impact your neck, and you like reach down, and there's a blowgun dart that you've just pulled out of your neck, and you suddenly feel very sluggish, and like you feel a little woozy, and I need you to roll for initiative at this point.
She's alone!
Are you literally joking?
Does she make any noises to like wake us up?
Not yet.
It
Hold
won't
on.
let me roll initiative.
Well, yeah, I need to pull up the map first.
This
Wait a
is
second.
this is stupid.
Stupid.
It's not stupid.
It is a little.
It's certainly rude, but this again is Curse of Strahd. Hold on. All right. So you see the battle map?
Yeah.
Okay.
There
Yeah.
we
Go
go.
ahead and roll for initiative.
What dice god have I pissed off?
Where?
Nice knowing you, Shay.
Nope. Okay. Hold on. I'm just gonna. All right. So this starts out. As you pull this dart out of your neck, you are at first slowed and flat-footed as this poison takes effect.
Uh-huh.
As you're literally reeling and trying to figure out what the hell just happened, you see out of the corner of your eye a hooded figure come running towards you. As the shadowy figure rolled much higher on initiative than you, and is bolting straight for you. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Uses 2 actions to get up to you. You see him like a blowgun that he just like drops, and then pulls some kind of weapon from his side. Definitely a male figure. And is going to run up and immediately attack you.
Between flying pots and
Why is it always a shy?
It's
I'm
literally
being
always
targeted.
high.
This is indeed targeted.
Okay.
vampire. Oof.
Sorry, that's not with the precision damage, so that is only that is only
And my AC is lower because I'm flat-footed.
Yeah, it's only 7 damage
Okay.
rather than 13.
Oh, I don't know why I just did 6. The other one.
And that is the figure's turn, which leads it to your turn.
Will it take an action to whistle and yell help?
You could do that.
How soon after we went back, or she took her watch, did this happen?
It's been like an hour.
This was like
and
a
half
solid
plus.
hour and a half.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So you guys are asleep by this point.
Just do the thing where she
You
puts
are-
like 2 fingers in her mouth and just loud whistle.
Mm-hmm. I'd say that's more than enough with an action to wake everybody inside up. I'm not going to make you roll for any kind of check for that. You are, however, all, asleep. You're in your sleeping bags. You don't have any of your armor or weapons immediately, on you.
Hey, I don't wear armor. I get leather armor. So.
I just got clothes.
If you have just clothes, that's fine. I'm just saying, this is happening in the dead of night.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you have armor. It's not on right now. So 1 action to whistle.
I'm gonna use...
You're slowed 1, which means you only have 2 actions right now.
Fuck me. Never mind. I'm not gonna do the thing that I was gonna do, I guess. God damn it. Jesus. I'm gonna pull out my short sword, and I have quick draw, so that should only... I can attack also.
Mm-hmm.
My first action was not an attack, so do I do any map to this, or...
No.
Okay.
Whistling, it's not an attack action, so no attack penalties.
What is my strike on that last? And guess I miss.
It is a miss, unfortunately, yeah. You swing out with your short sword, and he takes his short sword up and just parries it out of the way. And you hear this gruff voice speak and say, "I honestly thought that you were going to go down easier. Make it a little interesting." And at the end of your turn, I need you to make another fortitude save as the poison is still going through your system. That is another failure, unfortunately. So you can feel the poison coursing through, and it and you can feel yourself getting even slower. You are now slowed 2.
Does the voice sound familiar at all?
With your passive perception, doing an active perception would be something that would require an action. At the moment, no. It does not sound familiar. But that could be the poison. The world is going faster around you, and you can feel yourself moving very sluggishly.
Yeah,
and your vision is starting to go wavy, and you don't know how long this is going to last, but at this rate, you are going to fall very soon. At this point, at the end of this turn, I'll have everybody else roll for initiative.
I asked for help. Are you guys happy?
Yay!
Oh, you did a good job.
No! Raina's gonna lose her fucking mind.
And I hope this feels targeted, because this is very targeted.
It
in
feels
a
targeted!
plot way.
Congrats!
Thanks.
Guys, I am sleeping.
Oh no!
Aster's not an early waker, early rise. Brings it
Baby
back
boy
to...
needs to sleep.
I'm not in the initiative.
Now you are. Okay, that's okay. Ba-dum-ba. I'd say one thing you do realize, Ashai, is that until this person, like, it wasn't like they were like hiding behind a tree and jumped out as soon as the dart hit you. It almost looked like they just came out of nowhere, like they almost materialized out of nothing, as if they were invisible. But it's something about everything that's going on is very weird, and your senses are not. Your senses are betraying you a little bit in this moment, and it feels very odd, and you're not having a great time. That much should be obvious. The shadowy figure is going to take a second turn. He will first going to devise a stratagem. So that is essentially, he's just going to use his separate thing, and is going to attack you with his sword. 17. Does that hit you with flat-footed? And
No. 19 is my AC right now.
do you have your armor on?
If she was taking watch, I think she would have left it on.
Okay, then that's fine. Then this first one will miss. And then instead of like taking a second attack, he's just going to taunt you, and he's just saying, "You feel the poison working quick, don't you? You're gonna be unconscious very soon, and then it's not gonna go well for you." And he's attempting to intimidate you. This is what is the name of it? It is a demoralize, which is against your will save. Which I
17, baby.
Yeah. You're woozy. You're barely on your feet, but this guy doesn't scare you. That will bring it to Reyna's turn. You hear a loud shrieking whistle from just outside the door.
I don't. You said I don't have anything.
I mean, you have like your weapons nearby.
Okay.
You don't like have your armor.
We just all come out
Okay,
naked.
okay. I was gonna say because like if I don't have a greatsword, what the fuck? Okay, so she's gonna
Sorry,
grab.
I realized I forgot Ireena as well. Is there? There she is. She's sleeping next to you.
Okay.
Kitty. All right, what are you doing?
She's gonna run out the door.
All right, one action to stand up. I think actually I probably left the door
And
open.
grab her greatsword if that counts as an action as well.
I think picking it up is not, but like unsheathing it would be. So it would be a second action to like get it and pull it out. So stand one action, unsheath your sword for one action, third action to move.
Which door was it?
Down here.
I see a shy now. Sorry.
So that's 15 there, 20 there.
She's gonna clamber out the door and be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And then she's gonna. So wait, how many actions do I have left? Just one?
That's
None?
It.
That's
None.
it.
Stand up is one, get your weapon was the second, and then move was the third. And then screaming out, "Are you fucking kidding me?" was a free action.
Okay.
Clara.
Okay. I don't think I have any. Wait a second.
Oh, there.
Just a fucking second. Can I tell that Ashai has been poisoned?
I feel like she's
somewhat-
staggering. Like
The attacker
I
said.
think it's yeah. If you didn't hear him, Ashai looks like she is very clearly like barely standing up,
Okay.
and this is not just her being tired.
Alright, one action. I will reach into my bag and grab one of my lesser antidotes.
Okay.
And then is it an action to stand
Yes.
on its own?
Second action to stand,
And then,
and then a third action to move.
okay.
I assume.
Yeah, and then I will... Oh. I'll go here. And then behind... Can I press it into her hand as I come outside?
You can hold it out for her to grab,
Okay.
but actually giving it to her would be a different action.
Okay. I would feed it to her, but I do not have the time.
Chance.
Action to stand. She's just acting on instinct. She's just gonna run and then jump on him.
So one action to stand, one action to run, and one to, I guess,
Tackle?
grapple. Yeah.
Yeah. What should I use?
That
for
would be probably athletics. For a where is
Okay.
it? Athletics. This would be grapple. Yeah. So it's an attack action with your athletics. So go ahead and make an athletics check.
Okay.
And this is against his fortitude DC. This doesn't need to be secret, but you rolled a 20, which actually is enough to beat his fortitude DC.
And I'm literally
Surprisingly,
just wanting to take him down, if I can.
you can grapple. Oh, if you're trying to, you could shove instead, which is a different thing. But
Oh, she wanted to, like, toddler. Like,
I know what you're
Yeah.
saying, but okay, so here's your choices. You could either grapple to like grab onto him, you could
Mhm.
shove him and push him away, or you could trip him, but that would target a different save, which might change the outcome. But that would make him fall prone. Or you could try and disarm him. Those are like the main four.
grapple, please.
Okay, so grapple, you don't manage to knock him down. You try to, but you do manage to like grab a hold of one of his arms to hold him in place.
Okay.
Ireena also wakes up. Same three actions: stand, draw, and move. 5, 10. It's getting busy out here. I think she can get there with her movement. She can't quite get to the figure, but she's trying to free up a little space. A shy.
Do I notice that Clara is holding something out to me?
You know what? I'm not going to make it an action, but please make me a perception check
Oh.
to see if
Please
through
don't.
like your
Not gonna go
Your-
well, fellas. Blind or
terrible vision
regular?
right now. This can be regular. It's fine.
Oh, God.
You see, she's holding something out at you, but you can't make out what it is. You're just like, oh, are you the high five? Or are you trying to stab the other person? She's over. You can't tell what's in her hand, but you know
I think-
something's in her hand.
She's too confused to grab it. Can I use an action to like make an active perception check to see
Yes, you
if I
could.
recognize the voice?
That would also be a perception check.
Uh.
Hopefully better than that one. This one do make blind.
Oh
Sorry.
well. Bruh.
Oh.
Say it before I roll it.
Sorry. You try and like look like you saw under the hood of the elf before. You look under this guy's hood. Wait, maybe they were both wearing hoods. Maybe this is the elf. Maybe he's actually here to like take care of you, and everything that he said before was a lie.
Rolled that bad, huh?
Your brain is just like hooded figure. I know another hooded figure.
She is so drunk right now. So zooted.
Zooted out of her brains.
I'm still up to just 2 actions. It didn't lower again, or
Oh, actually, sorry. Slowed 2 means that you only have 1 action at this
that
point.
was my action then.
Yeah. That was your action. That's all you could do. You're trying to figure out who this guy is. You're pretty sure it's the elf from before. And then at the end of your turn, one more fortitude save, please.
It's not going well, fellas.
I will remind you have hero points.
So that was a failure again?
Yes.
I
Change
will...
your dice.
I can't. I will re-roll it.
Delete the code, rewrite the code.
That is worse.
You guys watch as a shy just like points him and like she's made a connection, and then you fall to the ground unconscious.
Come on,
man. That brings it to Aster's turn.
One of these days, you're actually gonna die.
Don't say that, because it's gonna be the end of the session and you're gonna jinx all of it and we're all gonna cry.
Not if I have anything to say about it, you're not.
Exactly. I'm gonna, 1, get up.
Mm-hmm.
2, do I see him from my position or no?
You see a bunch of people outside the door, but you don't see whoever this figure is, no.
Okay. That's okay.
I'll get to it next turn.
I'm gonna move. What's that? Too far. 5, 10, 15. And then I'm gonna take out my mirror because it's a free action, because it's a implement.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get up, move, mirror. I'm gonna reflection myself. Nope, I want the door open. Please don't close. Okay. Next to her. So there should be a second one here.
All right.
This is the fight in the Reformation Center all over again. Except
Yeah,
there's
we're
more
all
of us.
here. So. That's all I can do.
All right. That brings it back to the shadowy figure. As a shy like starts to slip unconscious, he immediately like reaches down and grabs a shy like onto his shoulder, his other hand still like brandishing his short sword. Looks at all of you.
With me attached to him? He's grappled.
That's true. He will attempt to shake it off then first.
Shake it off. Shake it off. Oh.
That's going to be... Where are you? Acrobatics. He's going to make an acrobatics check to try and shake you off. And
Nope.
this is against... sorry. Looking up some rules real quick about grapples. That's an athletics check against the fortitude DC. Escape is... What's your athletics DC?
+5.
So 15. So that is a success. He does manage to shake you.
Do I get to roll a contested against that?
No.
No, okay.
It's his check against your DC.
Okay.
That's the roll. For his first movement, first action he'll shake you off.
Okay.
He's very slippery, manages to just like pull his hand out of your grip, grabs a shy as she's falling, looks at all of you, and says, "This is a dark creature of the night. I'm going to dispose of it. Now leave me be." And for his third action, he's going to start to run away with a shy.
You can't do this to me.
Nope.
Oh,
Can't. This is illegal.
He can only get that far.
Yeah, about
Perfect.
that. Taking him in alive?
Perfect.
Nah, he's dead. Prospero wakes up enough to shoot him.
Yeah, that's it for him. That's his 3 actions. Brings it to Ireena.
Ah! Raina's a little conflicted right now.
Yeah.
Okay, because she knows that everyone's gonna yell at her if she doesn't fucking do this. Okay, here's what I want to do. I need to better understand how many actions this is gonna take.
Mm-hmm.
I want to walk over to the shadow figure, which I guess is 1 action, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I want to... I don't even care that Ashai's in his hands. I want to tackle him and pin him to the ground.
Okay. This I would say would be first it would be a trip and then a grapple. So
Okay.
a trip would be an athletics check against his reflex DC.
Okay.
Sorry, this doesn't need to be secret. This can be out in the open.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Want me to do it again, or?
I'll let it ride. It was a 23. But in the future, it's gonna be
Got it.
different. But that beats his reflex DC, so he does fall to the ground.
We're just gonna keep knocking him over.
Great.
Ashai's body.
I want to pin him to the ground, like grapple him to the ground.
Yep, grapple. That would be another.
Like with my
athletics
whole
check.
fucking body.
Yep.
You said athletics?
Yes. That's not going to. You go down to grab him, and he just puts his boot up, catches you in the chest, and kicks you off. I think that's it for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 3.
Those are my 3
Alright.
actions, so.
That will bring it to Clara.
Run forward, gripping the antitoxin. Crouch down next to Ashai and feed it to her.
Can you put antitoxin in the
I got 2 of them. I hope to God this works. Lesser antidote, excuse me.
So it gives her a +2 bonus to fortitude saves against poisons for 6 hours. Okay. So Shai, you'll have a +2 item bonus to your next save against this poison, which could be very good.
And then I will cast guidance on Ashai.
Okay, another +1, so that's +3 circumstance.
Wake the fuck up. And that's my turn. Because I
All right.
moved, I fed, and I cast.
Chance.
Moving forward. Would like to pull a shy out of his arms. Can I do?
I'm gonna say, make an athletics check.
Okay. Blinder. Regular.
Regular. This is combat. Pretty much everything is
Oh,
up
come
front.
on.
Do you have hero points?
Yes, please. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. It was going. How do I roll it again as a hero point? Or
Right
do I-
click on the chat log results. Reroll using hero point.
Aha. I'll
There
take
you
it.
go. Okay. Yeah. You do manage to yank a shy out of the shadowy figure's hands.
And then for third action, I'd like to rip his hood off.
I don't think that's.
Well, like pull it off his head if possible, not rip it off, so we can see his face.
I'll make that an attack roll. So make an unarmed attack roll.
Okay.
So you said hood. I thought you said foot.
No,
Like-
hood.
What? Gonna rip his
Yes, I'm going to rip his
foot
foot
off his face.
Yes.
But yeah, make an unarmed attack against him. That just hits because he's flat-footed.
Perfect.
You reach down. He tries desperately to like twist away. You manage to. Well, let me check and because he does have some reactions, but I don't think any of them are. No. You rip the hood off his face, and you see there Rictavio.
Uh-huh.
Bitch!
You asshole.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
Man is dead to me.
Surprise, surprise.
This little bitch!
You motherfucker. You're dead.
All right, and that was your 3 actions, right?
Stupid little bitch, man.
And I've
I
literally
hate
put
this
myself between
motherfucker.
him and the Shy. So the Shy's like behind me. Like, holy
The face is familiar. He's wearing different clothes, but where before was a very like genial bardish figure, you see a face that now looks far more rugged and is just in a set, not grimace, but his face looks completely unforgiving. This is someone who Rictavio was very genial. This
It's like a
man,
Jekyll and Hyde type
a
thing.
little bit.
Yeah.
He looks like he will murder someone and not think twice about it. And in fact, as you rip it off, and he just kind of goes, "Really wish you hadn't done that." And he whistles. And you
Is my friend Tiger coming out?
and you hear a growl.
Yep.
As a tiger steps out from behind the trees nearby.
Tell y'all. What did I tell y'all?
The tiger's name.
It was what'd you name him? We named him one of the magician's names. I forget which one.
It was Siegfried. No,
Yeah,
it's his
Siegfried,
turn,
yeah.
not his name. He is immediately Shy is in your hands, and the tiger jumps straight at second chance.
Does he have any remembrance of the talk that we had at all?
You don't see anything going on behind
That's
his
a
eyes.
big cat.
And you see it leap
Cat fight.
towards you. And you see its mouth just reach out and attempt to bite a Shy.
That's fine. I'll take the hit.
No, he's specifically
Okay.
going for a Shy.
Can Chance just yell out, you should never let him use you like this.
I don't think you can nimble dodge right now, a Shy.
It hits either way!
Even with me holding her away from him?
You
don't have
holding
nimble
a Shy
dodge.
does not change her armor class, yeah.
Hmm.
Does
But
it hitting
without
by
nimble
11
dodge,
instead of
that's-
9?
It changes it from a regular hit to a crit.
I'm in danger.
So, like, even if I choose to, like, take the hit, it doesn't... Like,
You
because
can't
I'm...
choose to take the hit. The tiger is biting a Shy.
Okay.
So yeah, pounces and the fangs dig into a Shy for 30 points of damage.
She's down.
Now you are not only unconscious, but like dying one, or
I guess.
you okay? Can everybody take off their headsets except
Oh,
for
hey, come on
Quark
now!
real quick?
I'm in danger!
Yeah. Everybody, headsets off. All right. So Quark, a Shy. You like start to like you've just been fed the antitoxin. You kind of feel yourself stirring a little bit, and then you suddenly feel pain in your abdomen. Pain almost as bad as when you had your wings ripped off. Do you feel your consciousness immediately starting to slip away, when you feel a familiar breeze start to go through the trees, and you feel the crackling of electricity, like a bolt of lightning is about to strike. In your mind's eye, you see what you can only describe as the most enormous tornado that you've ever seen, with lightning crackling through every inch of the vortex.
Faces.
What do you do?
Can I do anything?
In this moment, you could do something. Ask a question.
Does it seem sentient? Can I ask it a question?
I'm asking you what you're doing.
What are you?
You see the crackling of the electricity. It almost seems to form a face inside of the storm. You don't sense any words or sounds coming from it. You feel the unbridled rage of a storm, of nature unchecked, chaos, and just raw, untapped power. You see a bolt of lightning strike and strike the ground directly in front of you, and you can see this glistening pocket of electricity that is just a hand's breadth away.
Can I reach out to it?
You reach out to it and you grab it?
Yes?
Okay.
What have you done to our tiefling?
What have I done to her? What has she done to herself, rather?
Hey, she didn't even do this one.
Yeah, this one wasn't her fault.
Yeah, you're probably
See,
right.
I didn't like him from the beginning. I had every right to question the tiger.
Ireena is going to go up. She sees the tiger immediately just like clamp onto a shy. She screams out, "No!" And maybe she has a soft spot for tigers, but not this one, and she's going to attack it. Stride, strike. The 26, I believe, does hit. 6 damage to Mr. Tiger. And then a second, which misses. It does distract the tiger enough that it lets go of a shy and turns to Ireena. On a shy's turn, you all watch as a shy... It's immediately obvious to Second Chance because you are holding the shy and just watching like the blood pour out of her. You feel like an electric charge go through your fingers. Do you keep holding on to her?
Yeah.
All right. Then you're gonna take this too.
It's fine.
No, not that one. Where is it? This one.
I'm so scared.
No. Wait. Trying to find the one I had planned. This one. You suddenly feel a shy just like light up with electricity under you. I need Chance, and I'll have Octavio and the Tiger are going to make some saving throws, which is No, not that one. This one.
Oof. Where's the lightning coming from?
I'm shy.
Yeah, this
Wanna
this
see
works.
this?
Why?
I gotta pee so bad.
You have to pee so bad.
Go piss, girl.
No, I don't want to see
Um,
a fight.
What is the save? I can't tell what the save is. Reflex save. So, Chance, I need you to make a reflex save. And so will the tiger and Rictavio.
Blind or regular?
Regular.
Almost good.
Okay, I really do gotta go. I'll be right back.
You go piss, girl. Rictavio fails. Tiger.
I'll take it as long as he fails to. Don't hurt the tiger.
Tiger succeeds. But the two of you fail as a shy suddenly explodes with electricity.
All my hair is now poofy.
And they're going to take sorry about this, Chance.
It's fine. She
You're
would have
not
no
gonna
clue.
survive
Like,
in a minute.
Oh my
oh,
god.
I'm sure.
34 electric damage. 34 lightning damage. Halved for the tiger. Rictavio takes the full.
I'm still up. Barely, but I'm still up.
And Shy, you are back to full HP.
Holy shit!
You
Wait,
all
what?
see a Shy just brimming with electricity, just like coursing around her
She
body.
became Thor. She is now Thor. Chance is literally just like all hair on end, smoking. I went from full health to
The tiger doesn't look great. Rictavio really doesn't look great after that.
Good bitch.
He just kind of looks stunned a little bit on the ground. And but that is Ashai's turn.
Oh.
You missed that Ashai is back at full health.
Oh
And
no!
I'm at
It was an
5.
explosion of lightning.
I'm
Oh,
at
no.
5 health.
Aster, your turn.
What the fuck?
Ow.
What the fuck? I'm so thrown off. What's the deal here? I'm going to. I don't have any of my things on me. I ran out of my bed naked. I don't want to run back into the room.
Does Aster sleep naked?
No, I'm being silly. He's not in the buff.
That'd be funny though.
Little rat.
If anybody, it would. No, it'd probably be Prospero.
It would be Prospero. I'm gonna go. Where's the? I guess. Literally, if I go to the tiger, nothing's like I'm not gonna do anything. Guys, help! This is dumb.
You're dumb.
I'm dumb. Yeah, I'm gonna move from the tiger. I'm gonna move to the to the tiger. What can I do?
Take out Octavio.
Actually, no. You know what? I'm not gonna move from the tiger. I'm gonna cast with my magics because that takes 2 actions, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna cast Forbidding Ward on Ashai and Rictavio. No, the tiger took her out. Ashai and the tiger.
Okay.
Ashai and the tiger.
Sounds like a great band name.
It's the shy of the tiger.
Yikes.
All right. Is
So
that it?
proud.
That is
from there. Hold on. Where's my stuff at? Can I send my stuff? No. 10, 20, 25. Can I grab my knife from in the room and come back out?
Sure, that's easy.
Okay, so then I would be right. Move, you weenie. I would be right here, and this guy would be gone.
All right. Rictavio looks up at a shy shock on his face and just says, "You're no vampire. You're something else." And does like a back roll into like a handspring, much sprier than you would expect someone of his age to be able to do. Stands up for his first action, and is going to use his other two actions to run away as far as he can.
No, hell no.
5, 15, 20, 5, 10. He gets like beyond where the map goes, where we are right now, but Ireena.
She's gonna run after him.
Okay.
And she's gonna try. I'm assuming he is actively running.
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna try and no, she's gonna rage.
Okay. As you do so, he looks back and sees you following him, and he just yells out, "I got no problem with you, girly."
Did you just call Ireena girly?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Get his ass.
I'm so sorry. I'm frozen. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. You rage. That's your third action, yeah.
Oh shit! Is that 3? Is that 3?
Because he double moved away.
Okay, I have to
his
double.
whole-
Okay.
You would have to.
Okay.
double
Okay.
as well
Yeah.
to catch up to him. And that brings it to Clara's turn.
I wanna Ray of Enfeeblement him, but that's a 2-action cast time. I would have to. How far away from me would you say Rictavio is at this point?
He's only like 5 feet past where he is right now, so that's not the right button.
55 feet.
So
Okay.
yeah, 55 feet.
I'm going to run forward 25, aim at him, and cast Ray of Enfeeblement.
Okay.
Yes.
It's a fortitude save from him.
So close. Almost a 2.
21.
Oh.
21 just barely hits, meets beats.
Sweet.
And fails
Yes!
the saving throw, so he becomes enfeebled 1.
Go, Clara, go.
No, he's enfeebled too.
Oh, feeble 2. You're right.
Yeah, critical fail. If he succeeded, it would just be a 1.
Yeah. You're right. It does impact his strength-based rolls and DCs, so.
Get his ass, Ireena.
As you all are like following him and just like starting to like get his ass, quote unquote, he looks back at you all. Even as the ray hits him, he's like looks physically weaker, but is still running. Just like looks back and is like, "You're all idiots if you're gonna work for that bitch up in the castle. She's not gonna let you live."
Okay, I'm just gonna yell out, I never agreed to work for her.
And yet you are!
No, but I don't agree with you abusing this animal.
I'm not abusing the animal. What the hell's wrong with you? It's Chance's turn.
Chance is gonna run forward just probably still sparking a little bit on the way. Just probably, I think the same, almost right there. And cast Tanglefoot at him because it's 30 feet.
Okay.
Will that make it? Yes.
That is a hit. So that is 10-foot circumstance to his speeds for a round. He is getting just CC'd to oblivion at this point. So that was your 3 actions.
Yeah.
Brings it to the tiger. A shy is visibly like sparking in front of the tiger. The tiger continues to attack a shy. So it's going to be yep. So that's going to be an attempt to Jaws attack. Oh my god, another crit. .28 damage to a shy.
I don't look good, but I'm still up.
I'm still standing.
That's so much damage.
Jeez, this tiger.
The tiger will take 6 lightning damage, though.
Ooh.
Just because the shy is still sparking. But it is, with its second action, it grabs you. Just does. And then with the third action, it's going to attempt to wrestle you to the ground. Which is a 28 to hit a shy. So you are knocked back to the ground, but still sparking, and you no longer have like the poison coursing through your veins.
Well, that's something, I guess.
Wrong button. That is the tiger's turn. Ireena is going to she's gonna grab a shy and attempt to pull you out of its maw. Where there? So it's gonna be an unarmed against its. Yeah, that is enough. She manages to pull you out and puts you behind her. And that's 2 actions from her to do that. She's going to look at Rictavio and just say, "Call off your tiger and maybe we can talk about this." She's going to attempt to, like, be diplomatic, but who knows how well that's going to go.
My sweet diplomatic girlfriend.
We love a pacifist.
Oh!
Look at her go!
It does still have to get to his turn, though. So, a shy. You feel power coursing through your entire body. And pain, but also power. You are like a live wire right now. Ireena pulled you out of the jaws of death, but you feel not invincible, but there's power in you and it needs to go somewhere. And it is very different from the sensation that you had when Lady Strahda turned you.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Okay. This is Shit. Shit. I don't really want to hurt the tiger, and I don't want to kill the other guy.
Please don't hurt the beat. There's always this guy.
Beans. If there is lightning coursing through me, could I attempt to, like, lightning bend?
Yeah.
But, like, can I aim it toward a tree behind Rictavio to make it fall on top of him?
Make an intimidation check first. Because that's fucking terrifying.
I feel like she's just trying to hold it in. It's just... intimidation. Wish I was better at that.
You have hero points. Don't
Do
forget.
I...
Thank you.
I don't...
You
I...
used it.
She used
Had one.
one, but at the end of the break you get another
Oh,
one.
okay.
Oh.
Sure, I'll reroll it.
Mind if I do?
Please be better. Oh, that's much better.
You just, like, let out this guttural yell and Darth Sidious, like, just lightning impacts into a tree trunk right behind Rictavio. One fell swoop just, like, splinters the entire just entirely through the trunk, and it just falls down, like, right behind Rictavio, essentially, like, cutting off his escape.
Ooh. I still have actions.
Yeah, you still get 2 more actions. Unless, one of them standing up, or...
Oh.
That could have
didn't
just been
realize
from the
I
ground
would-
if you wanted to.
Yeah, shit. Oh, God. She will stand up. It's her second action.
Okay.
And she's shaking. Backs away toward Aster.
Okay. Esther, what do you do?
I
Did you
hold
see
my
that?
friend.
You're gonna
don't
get
touch you. I know. I don't touch you. I saw what happened.
It's like the worst, like, static shock ever.
I'm like, woo, poof.
I wanna hug you so bad.
I'm going to. Is the tiger, like, still on her?
It's still, like, looking directly at a shy, but right now Ireena is in the way.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I would say that you having, like, a decent viewpoint of everything that's been happening on the field, like, this tiger has been going specifically after a shy with, like, a single-minded focus,
Mhm.
which is not necessarily what you'd expect from a wild animal, but a trained animal.
Yeah. I still have Forbidding Ward. It didn't help with anything that attacked her because the numbers were so high, but I still have that up. I'm going to. I think I'm gonna run up and attempt to stab the tiger.
Not the tiger. Okay. go
I
ahead.
know I'm sad, but also I don't want my friend to die. So priorities, I guess. I will be here. I can be here, right? Or do I need to be closer? Is that 5 feet?
I mean, that's within 5 feet.
Okay, perfect. I am going to stab. Oh, I never hit draw. You heard me. You saw me grab my weapon.
Yes.
I'm letting you know. Okay, cool. Strick.
A 20
Oh, I didn't click on him. Sorry.
does not hit.
A 20 doesn't hit the tiger?
Nope.
A hero pointed because I haven't used any of them.
You could.
Okay, I'm gonna hero point. Oh, fuck you! That's even lower!
It is even lower.
That's ridiculous.
Definitely not a hit.
That was nothing.
So third
But-
action.
I'm gonna do it again, because why not?
Don't forget the map.
Yep, mapping it.
Also a miss.
Damn it! I don't want to waste all my hero points, so you see me try to.
All right. Rictavio looks at himself like crowd controlled into oblivion. Looks at the freshly destroyed tree trunk behind him. Looks at raging Ireena. Looks at the tiger having taken some serious damage. You see him just kind of like give a hefty sigh. Drops the sword into the ground before him. Whistles again. The tiger immediately like drops the aggression. And he just like puts out his hands like, fine, let's talk. And that is where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Look at
Stop!
I want this
Please,
man
no,
obliterated.
Keep going.
People have things to do tomorrow morning.
I don't.
I do, but I will.
I don't care about
forsake
everyone
sleep.
else. I care about me.
I'd also like Danny to be here, but
I want Danny to be here too.
Fine. That's
yeah.
a good excuse, I guess.
He better be here
I
next
like when
week.
Danny's here.
But yeah, that's gonna be it for this lovely session.
No.
Of Curse of
No.
Strahda and Terra.
So what you're
Yeah.
saying is level 4.
No, but we'll talk about EXP after the stream ends, because right now I have to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you for joining us for another fun, action-filled session. Because we haven't had a single dull session.
Literally not. Like,
We need to have a shopping
nonstop.
episode.
You did, and even that one
Even
was.
then.
Anyway,
We
thank
need
you for
to get to
joining us.
Crest.
We will see you again next week. Until then,
Bye,
have a
guys.
wonderful week.